Welcome back to the Metronome Madness League. We've got the Unbridled Nightmares going up against the Shadow Squad. This is a rematch because I made a mistake on the Shadow Squad's team, so the battle has to be redone. So now we've got Wiglet out for the Nightmares going for Gravity, the Coil for the Wooper on the Shadow Squad, raising its attack and defense. There goes the Arrow Blast. It was a crit, and Wooper already in the yellow. It tries to go for a burn up, but it's not a fire type, so that doesn't work. There goes the Ice Shard, doing a little bit more damage as Wooper drops the agility, raising its speed up more. Recycle is gonna fail. Of course, no one eating a berry. And Wooper goes for the skill swap, handing that Water Absorb to Wiglet and taking its Gooey ability. Wiglet gonna go for the Lock On, taking aim at the Wooper. And Wooper goes for a Mountain Gale, which is not very effective, but does a whole lot of damage. It was a crit, and Wiglet's in the red. Wiglet goes for that reversal, putting Wooper on the last few bits of its HP. And oh, Wooper tries to go for the Hydro Pump, which since it gave Water Absorb to Wiglet, actually healed it up. And then Wiglet goes for a Synthesis right afterwards. So even though it was in the red, now Wiglet is all the way back up to almost full health. But Wooper makes a good choice here, putting the Wiglet to sleep. We'll see if it can even the match up a little bit, maybe healing itself. We'll see what happens as Wiglet continues to sleep and then goes for a Petal Dance. Wooper, excellent move. It's super effective, and Wiglet gets knocked out. Nightmares will move on to their Porygon. The Petal Dance continues from the Wooper, not doing a whole lot to Porygon as Porygon casts Judgment on that Wooper. A little bit of overkill, but a Wooper will faint here. So both teams have lost one Pokemon. Here we go. Corvisquire gonna come out for the Shadow Squad. Unnerve gonna prevent everyone from eating berries. There goes the Shadow Claw. Corvisquire had put down a Grassy Terrain. I think I accidentally edited that out. Grassy Terrain from the Corvisquire is not a good idea, honestly, because it's only gonna heal the Porygon. There goes the double hit from Porygon now. It hits 2 times. And Porygon gains a bit of HP left. Corvisquire gonna go for a Perish Song. Interesting. That guarantees that both Pokemon will faint in 3 turns. And right now, it looks like it's a good move by the Corvisquire. It is in the yellow currently. And not looking like it's doing a lot of, even the Earthquake didn't do a lot of damage to that Porygon. The Iron Tail puts Corvisquire in the red. So yeah, that Perish count will make sure the Nightmares lose Porygon and are forced to their last Pokemon, because it looks like Corvisquire is going to get knocked out. There goes the Mist Ball, doing just a little bit of damage, and Porygon tries for a Strength Sap. That will, of course, lower the attack on Corvisquire and give Porygon a little bit of HP, which doesn't matter because they each only have 1 more turn left. There we go. There's the Power Trick. So Corvisquire knows there's no point in doing anything as they're both going to faint here. But Porygon doesn't care. It knocks out the Corvisquire, forcing the Shadow Squad to their last Pokemon. But I believe Porygon's Perish count will fall to 0 here. It does. And Porygon's going to faint as well. So good move with the Perish count from that Corvisquire as it kept the battle even and didn't allow the Nightmares to get an advantage there. As they send out their Tauros, the Intimidate gonna lower the attack stat on the Mimikyu, who is on the Shadow Squad. And now we're looking at a Terastallization. There it goes. The Tauros is gonna Terastallize here. Tauros turning itself into a Psychic type, and there we go. The Terastallization from the Shadow Squad as well. So Mimikyu will change its typing to Water. I just have to say, I love how Mimikyu's hat is like off to the side. It's so awesome. It looks great. There goes the Psychic Noise, a stab move coming from that Tauros. Of course, doesn't matter as Mimikyu has a disguise up, so no damage taken. It does break its disguise here. And Mimikyu goes for Coil. So they started the battle with Coil, and they're gonna do it again, raising Mimikyu's attack, defense, and accuracy. There goes the Sticky Web, which is a waste of turn. Nobody's gonna swap out, so it does nothing. Poison Tail from Mimikyu, only a little bit of damage, chipping away at the Tauros there as it goes for a Stone Edge. Stone Edge, good move, does a little bit to the Mimikyu, but it's still in the green. Here comes Mimikyu with an Endeavor, making sure they even out their HP stats. Good move from the Scout Squad there as Tauros goes for a dive. It will not be very effective. Mimikyu is a water type now, so the dive wasn't the best move. There goes the hit. It does just a little bit of damage, but enough to get Mimikyu in the yellow as it goes for a cross poison. Tauros not looking great at 52 HP. Hits Mimikyu with a Scale Shot. Scale Shot hits twice. Not doing a whole lot of damage, but Tauros loses a little bit of defense while raising its speed. There goes the reversal from Mimikyu. Tauros in the red. It was not very effective as Tauros puts up that tailwind. Wasted turn. Tauros was already faster, I believe. There goes the Water Shuriken. Water Shuriken, it was a stab move, but it's really not doing that much. Hits twice. Tauros hangs on with 11 HP as it goes for a Will-O-Wisp, which will burn the Mimikyu, lowering its attack further. Remember, it already had the Intimidate drop, and it's also taking damage at the end of every turn. There goes the Pollen Puff. It's super effective, though, and Tauros will faint. Close match, but the Shadow Squad comes away with a win here. And I hope you enjoyed that match. If you did, make sure you subscribe to the Metronome League for more battles and hit that like button to see more.